Well, it is, in fact, day one of the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, and delegates are energized by Vice President Kamala Harris now being the party's presidential nominee.
And much of that energy is coming from young people, millennials and Gen Zers. They are spending time on social media getting acquainted with the candidates and the issues in campaign 2024.
Now, here's the question. Will those young voters turn out at the polls on Election Day? CBS News Miami's Elliot Rodriguez spent time at several early polling places to find out.
This is the Davie Cooper City Library. It's an early polling place, and I'm talking to voters and wondering how involved are young people like this young man behind me in this election.
Young people are historically very difficult to get out and excited. They're very skeptical. They're very apprehensive about voting.
Sam Schwartz is a 20-year-old. He grew up in South Florida, attends college in Boston, and volunteers with March for Our Lives, the anti-gun violence group founded after the Parkland shooting. His cousin, Alex Schachter, died in the school shooting.
As you know, I lost my cousin in the Parkland shooting. He was one of 17 people that were killed. And young people have really grown up hiding under our desks, hiding under in closets, and we don't want that anymore. That's not the future we want for our children and the children that come after them.
November 5th is going to be the most important day in the history of our country.
Both presidential candidates have a major presence on social media, using viral clips, sound bites, and memes to generate momentum among young voters.
Hey, Kamala, what are we going to say to Donald Trump in November?
Bye, bye, bye.
We will make America great again.
The social media push is reaching potential young voters like Danielle O'Neill, a 28-year-old graduate student who follows Harris on platforms like TikTok and Instagram.
Her social media presence is very big. She's up to date with everything that's going on and things like that, so that's a really big deal to me.
In Doral, I spoke to Brian Paz Hernandez, a 29-year-old candidate for the Miami-Dade Commission. He's a conservative millennial who likes Donald Trump.
I like personally that Trump has been on a lot of podcasts that I listen to, and that he has been tapping into that new media market to try to reach out to us.
Depending on the day of the week, I'm a millennial, sometimes I'm a Gen Zer.
Cheyenne Kippenberger is a member of the Seminole Tribe of Florida. She's 28 years old and a former Miss Florida Seminole and Miss Indian World. Motivated by the repeal of Roe v. Wade and the fight against climate change, she's planning to vote for Kamala Harris.
I think that with the shift that happened in the change with the presidential nominee, there was a very large change amongst young voters. I think that they're re-motivated to now get into the game of the election process.
A 29-year-old high school history teacher, Hernandez lives with his parents since he can't afford housing in South Florida.
We want candidates who are going to talk to what millennials want to deal with, cost of housing, the fact that, inflation is making it really hard for us to move out of our parents' house and have financial independence.
The economy is top of mind in this election, but there's another issue Democrats are focusing on, and that's abortion. Tomorrow night, I'll take a look at the power of women in this campaign. I'll talk to both Republicans and Democrats about the key issues expected to drive women to the polls. The top issue being abortion. Guys?
All right, Elliot, thanks so much. And obviously, we're expecting a close election, so obviously both sides are looking to engage as many voters as possible here.
Yeah, and one of the issues I'm going to look at in my reporting is Florida a deeply red state, or is Florida actually in play in this election? Some of the latest polls that are coming out are making it much more competitive.
Wow, really interesting also to see how the candidates are meeting the young people where they're at on social media, on TikTok, on Instagram. They're understanding that if they want their vote, they're going to have to meet them where they are.
You can't be on social media without seeing those political ads, right?
That's for sure. Thanks, Elliot.